So this video was just going to be about not being afraid to say no, but then I was thinking, well, there's sometimes don't be afraid to say yes. So this is a video about when to say no and when to say yes. Hey Elliot,
Yo,
how often do I say no?
every day.
Okay. Hey Elliot,
Yo,
how often do I say yes?
every day.
Okay. So yeah, Elliot is right. Every day I say yes and every day I say no for different reasons. Let's start off with no. I may say no because I got some bad vibes from a customer. And that happens a lot. I've learned over time that if I feel those bad vibes, phone call. If I feel those bad vibes, I'm just gonna say no. One time we went to like the richest person in the area and I was just feeling bad vibes. Like, they don't care about me, they don't care about my equipment, this and that. Basically, long story short, we did the job, they destroyed our equipment and didn't care and then fought us about everything. I had those vibes, should have said no. Today, I went on a meeting where I had bad vibes on the phone. So we went and knocked on the door, and there's like 20 people that live there. And the house is a nice house, but a lot of people live there. Plus, there's garbage everywhere outside, and it's not like the garbage was just put there this morning. The garbage is old and it's just been sitting there. And then, not to mention, the yard's just too small. There's trees where they want the tent to go, and then the tent's going to go into their neighbor's yard, and we don't know if the neighbor is cool with it. So bad vibes, gonna say no to this customer. So that's like one major example of saying no. You can do the job, but you just don't want the customer. Say no, because most likely next week, or maybe even the next day, someone's gonna call for that tent or that equipment. You don't have to say yes to everyone. You can say no to some people and you'll still probably get your stuff out. So say no. Another time to say no is like you guys are really uncomfortable with this job. It's not something that you have done before. In order to do it, you're gonna need to buy some stuff or sub-rent from some other company. Like if you're a company like my size or smaller and someone calls and wants a 60 by 300 structure tent that's gonna be up for 2 weeks, you have no idea what you're doing. Don't just go sub-rent that and get into it unless you've done it before or worked for a company or have some sort of experience doing this before, because you have no idea. You're gonna put in so much work doing site visits, engineering stuff, and it's not like setting up a wedding where you're there for one day and then take down another day. You could be there for 1 week, 2 weeks in advance. Don't do things that are just like way out of your wheelhouse. You can say no to it. It's not bad to say no. I say no to jobs all the time, which I just don't feel like having to deal with another company. That's going to be a nightmare to try to coordinate all this stuff. Yeah, the entire job might make $100,000, but 95,000 of that's going to go to the other company, and I'm getting my money for my tables and chairs and this and that, and putting in a lot of work and a lot to mess up. So I just say no to those things. I say no to places that are just kind of annoying to do, certain locations, which I did it once, and I'm like, I never want to do this again. So we just say no to that because I know someone's gonna call and say that they want the same exact thing, and it's gonna be a lot easier to do. I also say no to deliveries that are really, really far away. I don't want to go do a 40 by 80 wedding that's 5 hours away, when if I say no to that customer, I know that I'm going to get it out within an hour away. So doing certain advertising things and paying for advertising can sometimes give you more customers that you need, so then you can say no to the ones that are far away or difficult or whatever. So you just have to decide what you're comfortable with. If you want to get into renting huge giant structures and not own them yourselves and sub-rent them, you can say yes. Yeah, it's going to be a hard road. I would start small and start building up to that giant job. But you can do it. You can say yes. But for me, I like to stay in my lane, do the things that I do best. Say no to the customers who give me bad vibes, say no to the job sites, which I really, really hate and they're annoying, and say no to the things that are outside of my wheelhouse. In the past, I have said yes to things that are outside my wheelhouse, and it's worked out, and then we added those things to our company. Now we do them, but I'm not gonna say yes to the huge giant PGA Tour thing, because that's not within my capabilities to do, nor do I want to be part of that. So that's no. let's get to the yes. I say yes all the time to things, like Elliot said, every day. I'll say yes if I'm short 50 chairs on a $5,000 wedding. I don't want to lose that wedding because I'm short 50 chairs, so I'll sub-rent those chairs. I'll say yes to a job with, they got a whole bunch of tents and I don't have one of them. Say I'm doing a 40 by 100 wedding and they need a 20 by 20 catering tent. I might not have any 20 by 20s left. I'll say yes because maybe I'll buy it. It's not bad to have another 20 by 20. Maybe I'll sub-rent it, or maybe I'll just substitute a 20 by 30. I'll ask them if 20 by 30 is okay at a 20 by 20 price. I'll say yes. I just said yes the other day. I'm short 300 feet of sidewalls. Well, I want more sidewalls anyways, so I was going to plan on buying some of them. So, hey, I'm just going to buy 300 feet of sidewalls. That's within my budget. I need them anyways, so say yes. So I'll say yes to things that are kind of like, I can sub something in place of it if they're going to be okay with it. At no additional charge. I can sub-rent those things, or I may be planning on buying that already. I'll say yes to jobs that are within my wheelhouse, like, jumping from a 30 by 60 tent is the biggest that I had for a period of time, and then people wanted 40 wides. Well, I know how to put up a 30 by 60. 40 wide can't be that hard. So yeah, I did it. I said yes. I didn't own anything yet. I booked an entire summer of stuff and didn't own it yet, but I said yes. I said yes to frame tents and didn't own them yet. I said yes to things where I had months in advance to try to figure out, and I did figure it out. I made enough money to buy the thing. I never had to sub-rent the thing, but if I really didn't buy the thing, I could have sub-rented the thing and still completed the job. Those were all within my wheelhouse. Any job I said yes to, which I didn't really know exactly how to do yet, or I didn't own the equipment, I knew the basics of this. I wouldn't have said yes to a $500,000 job with a double-decker tent and major flooring and stuff. I just don't know anything about that. At that time, I wouldn't have said yes to that. So those are the examples to say yes for. You're going to buy the stuff anyways. You need the stuff. You can sub the stuff, or you can substitute something of your current inventory for the thing, or it's something you're very familiar with, and maybe buy it in the future, or you're going to sub-rent it. I am currently sub-renting a bunch of 40 wides this year because I am overbooked. I got, it's a crazy year this year, so I just overbooked my 40 wides, and I'm having other people go put them up the day before, and then we're coming with all our stuff, putting it under. 40 wides are kind of, it's $1,000 or more to sub-rent that. But hey, I'm going to be making a lot of money. It's a big item. But yeah, I'm totally comfortable with sub-renting that tent and then me going and doing everything under it and still making quite a lot of money. So it's up to you what you say yes to. It's whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you think you can accomplish, how much lead time you have. Do you have 9 months to figure out how to do this? Then you might consider saying yes. If you got 2 weeks to figure it out, you might consider saying no. Saying no and saying yes varies from day to day, what you feel comfortable with, your past experience, and what kind of skills and stuff you want to learn and what kind of level you want to get to. Don't be afraid to say no to people, and don't be afraid to say yes. Just figure out what you want. Thanks for watching.